Who's in the jail?
Anthony Enright.
Does he need to speak to his attorney? Do you need to speak to? I don't see any.
Actually, I don't see anything.
Do you request a public defender to represent you, sir?
Oh, I haven't. I don't know. They locked me up on a warrant, so I didn't know what to do. Like 30 days ago.
It said he did at arraignment.
I didn't find any file in our system, but I'll check it again.
Did you want an attorney, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you could
I can log in.
log in, thank you.
He has been appointed to Mr. Raleigh. I will log in.
Oh, okay. You put my letter in a breakout room, please, Mr. Enright. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Wimberly, Perera 24-02503268, counsel appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Conrad Vincent on behalf of the defendant, and to my right, the defendant in this matter, Mr. Ron Walgie
Okay, today was the-
Perera. Sorry.
Thank you, no worries. Today was the date that was scheduled for final pretrial for one count of domestic violence. And I think this was the matter that the fiance appeared and requested me to remove the no contact order, so I suspect she's not here today.
That's correct, Your Honor. Our necessary witness is not present this morning, and therefore I expect defense to, prosecution is unable to proceed, and I expect defense to make a motion.
That is correct, Your Honor. At this time, I'd request dismissal on behalf of my client.
Motion to dismiss is granted. It's granted without prejudice, so that simply means that the prosecution does have the ability to reissue this charge against you if the witness is changing her mind and want to proceed with the case, okay?
I understand. Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, that was really for his understanding. We know you understand. Do you have any questions, sir? Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Not for the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Not to the defense.
We'll get
Thank
your
Your Honor.
dismissal in just a moment.
Have a nice day, Your Honor. Thank
Same
you.
to you. We'll reset Mr. Enright.
Mr. Raleigh is speaking.
Yes,
Yes. He
he's
brought
on your,
he
oh,
brought my phone in, sir.
oh, okay, got it. I just brought him back.
Excuse me. I wasn't done talking to the lawyer yet.
I didn't know that your lawyer was here. Give me just a moment. Wasn't for today. was it?
No.
Oh, that's death match. On the record of the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Joseph Johnson, 24-02941, council appearance.
Morning, Your Honor, Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter standing in for Assistant Public Defender Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Mr. Johnson, who is approaching council table now.
Mr. Johnson has a domestic violence final pre-trial today. Other witnesses here.
The witnesses are not present in this matter, Your Honor. The people are unable to proceed, and I expect the best to make a motion.
That's correct, Your Honor. I would make a motion to dismiss today.
Motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. Do you have any questions about that? I don't know what means. Thank you. I'll get you a copy of dismissal in just a moment, okay, sir? Yeah, if you need a copy of your dismissal, so you can have a seat, we'll get it to you in a moment. For Mr. Johnson, he just needs a copy. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jennifer McEwen, 24-3360, council appearance.
Your Honor, Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter standing in for Assistant Public Defender Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Ms. McEwen, who is standing to my right.
Good morning. It was dates up for a final pretrial witness here.
Witnesses are not present this morning. People are therefore unable to proceed, Your Honor. I expect the best to make a motion.
That's correct, Your Honor. I would make a motion to dismiss this morning.
Motion is denied. I just was handed a on violation of work from yesterday. Allegation of contact with the protected party.
Your Honor, we're unaware of that at this point. I've requested resetting of today so that we can figure out what's going on that.
I'm not resetting this today. Let me do what I'm going to do, okay? I just was handed is what I said, so of course you wouldn't be aware. I'm going to arraign her on a bond violation. Okay, this is a request for a complaint for conditional release bond violation. The allegations that on or about January 11, 12:30, ma'am, you made contact directly or indirectly with the Anthony Purnell, allegedly at the area of 601 South Butler Boulevard, apartment 19, approximately 2:30 p.m. And the allegations is that around about that time, the protected party began receiving text messages from you in violation of the no contact order. And so you have the right to have a contested hearing as it relates to the allegation that you violated your conditional release. Your bond can be revoked pending that hearing. And so you could be sitting in jail for a violation. Ultimately, if found to have been in violation of your bond conditions, you could face a penalty for contempt of court. It's 93 days in jail maximum, and or up to $7,500 in time. Do you understand that? Yes. Counsel, how does your client want to plead?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd enter not guilty plea at this time.
Okay, we'll enter not guilty plea out to the violation. And we'll set this for hearing.
January 27th at 10.
January 27th at 10. That'll be the time and date for the hearing. We'll get you a notice to appear for that date and time. So this is the same. We can reset the final pre-trial. I think this is the same report, so the council needs a copy.
I sent it to them.
I'm sorry?
I emailed it to them.
Oh,
So I'll change the time to 8 then for the final pre-trial.
you're changing the P 53 to 8. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
P 53 will be at 8 AM due to the fact that we're resetting the final pre-trial, okay? Do you have any questions for the court at this time? Yes. Questions? Any statements that could be used against you?
No.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Raleigh? Are you finished with Mr. Enright? Yeah, you had discovery for him? Because we don't have an appearance.
I did receive this read last week.
It looked like it was on Friday in the afternoon.
Yeah, you're ready to go on the record for him?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Enright, 24-03232. Counsel appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Mr. Enright.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a pretrial for domestic violence. We continuing to a final pretrial on this.
I guess. Here.
February 10th at 8 AM. March 31st for the pretrial.
Final pretrial February 10th in person at the court, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then jury trial will be scheduled for March 31st in person at the court. Mr. Enright, do you have any questions at this time?
Yeah, I got one question. This charge isn't holding me here in jail, this one charge? Just the charge of another charge is holding me?
We're not holding you in jail. You've got a 3,010% bond.
Oh, on this charge, 3,000 on this charge.
3,010%, so that's $300.
All right.
Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you very much.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set, sir.
Is Rhodes present? When he shows up, we can do trespass.
For the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Mark Rosales, 23-00857.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt. Sorry. Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Gonzalez, who is standing to my right.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled. This was for final pretrial for domestic violence. Do we have witnesses here?
Your Honor, witnesses are not present this morning, and therefore the people are unable to proceed in this matter. I expected a motion from the defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Given that, I would make the motion to dismiss.
A motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. And so they do have the right to issue the charge against you if the witness is ready to proceed within the statutory timeframe, okay? Okay, we'll get you a copy of dismissal in just a moment.
Thank you.
No problem. Mr. Mango, you're like 0 for 0 right now.
I don't think I think that, yeah. I think that streak's gonna continue,
Oh, boy.
at least for the day.
When is that?
Fortunately, Addie gave me a heads up about a victim in the hallway who was here for a pretrial, so he'll be here whenever his final pretrial is, allegedly.
You think?
Right.
I mean, at least at this point, that's the rumor.
Okay, well, people of the state of Michigan versus Cedric Webb, 24-03489.
Good morning, Your Honor, Matt Nagel for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter standing in for Assistant Public Defender Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Mr. Webb, who was standing to my right.
Someone taller than you today.
Yeah, I know, it's very rare.
Okay, this was a final pretrial for a assault and battery, and I'm assuming you have no witness. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. Therefore, the people are unable to proceed, and I expect a motion from the defense.
Yes, correct, Your Honor. I would make that motion this morning.
Motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. We'll get you a copy of dismissal in just a moment. Do you have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Very rare that feels small. It's just so much.
That's all. For Mr. Webb. Find it? Oh, yes. Okay, on the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Brooke Beck,
Okay.
24-03342.
Good morning, Your Honor, Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Ms. Beck, Your Honor.
Is Ms. Beck present?
She is not.
Have you had contact?
I have not had contact with her in recent days, so.
That was your control. Bernard Greer is on to people of the state of Michigan versus Bernard Greer, 24-02997. Start your camera, please, Mr. Greer. Okay, appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor, Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Mr. Greer, Your Honor.
Okay, today was the date that we reset a pretrial on this matter. Mr. Greer, how are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, I do want to say I have not had recent contact with Mr. Greer. I wonder if he could provide me with the contact number.
Oh, what'd you say?
Greer,
now?
are you at Harbor Oaks now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
No, not Harvard Oak. I'm not
No.
Harvard Oak. No, I'm at the house.
You're at the house?
Yes, ma'am.
My name's Elena. I'm support staff for Bernard. He's at Thomas L. Parkway. It's an AFC through residential options.
Is there contact information that his attorney can have?
Yes, let me grab the phone number. The phone number for the house is 517-323-4758. And the address is 841 West Thomas L. Parkway, Lansing, 48917.
Thank you. Okay, counsel, in light of your inability to get in contact with him recently, I'm not sure how you want to proceed.
This time, I suppose my request would be for an adjournment or another pretrial conference if possible.
Okay, we'll reset this.
February 10th at 10 a.m.
February 10th at 10 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Is your new court date? Your attorney will be in contact with you, okay? Do
Yes, ma'am.
you have any questions?
How far am I in trouble with the law right now? Or I'm not.
Right now, you're innocent until proven guilty, but you are being charged with a breaking and entering illegal entry. But you're not convicted of that. You're just charged, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the people here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're all set for today.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
needs to be punched and put in there. You're all set. Okay, I think they looked up. Who do we have back there? Okay, thank you. Bernard Greer, we didn't see that. Joshua Rhodes was released from custody and is not present.
Correct.
I'm sure that's more. Consider Mr. Hogan.
Yes, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Darrell Hogan, 24-02504. Council appearance.
Good point, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Hogan.
Was a date scheduled for sentencing for Mr. Hogan. I do have a pre-sentence report that was prepared on the 8th of January. Did you get a copy of it, counsel?
Defense did, Your Honor.
People.
I'm assuming there's no need to make corrections.
That's correct, ma'am.
You can make allocation.
All right, I want to start by saying that I believe the assessment provided in the report is fair and appropriate. Certainly, my client made a bad decision out of anger and an unacceptable decision. He knows that he was not any way to behave going forward. I think he's committed to not ever putting himself or anyone else in this situation again. And then I do think perhaps some sort of anger habits program might be helpful. aside from that, I do probably request that the court file the recommendation of the pre-sentence report.
Mr. Hogan, did you want to make a statement today? The report finds that you would not necessarily be a candidate for probation, but that you would benefit from completing the anger habits program and pay outstanding financial obligations. There was no restitution on this, is that correct?
I didn't see anything in the record. Your Honor.
To my understanding, that is correct.
So I'll adopt the recommendation. You will be ordered to complete. Anger habits. Ma'am, are you employed, sir? Are you employed?
Yes, I.
90 days. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee plus a $50 state minimum cost and a $300 fine that will be assessed. For $425 is your total. You have 90 days to make payment on that as well, okay? You gotta make your first payment.
Okay, did you repeat what you first said first? Payment.
$300 fine cost, $75 crime victim rights, plus $50 state minimum cost. That's a total of $425, and you have to have it paid in 90 days. How much in full? How much are you going to pay? And when's your first payment?
Yeah, I can do monthly. No, thank you.
So you can start with a $200 payment.
What day? Are you gonna pay the balance next month? That's $225. You'll make it at the criminal traffic window. You also can make it online if you use your case number to pull up your file, okay? Do you have any questions at this time? Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, no. Your Honor.
You're all set, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Blackman is logging in, Anthony Blackman. Who's representing Anthony Blackman?
That would be me, Your Honor.
Are you ready to proceed?
I would appreciate a moment to speak with you if I could.
Mr. Blackman,
Yeah,
your attorney needs to speak with you.
okay.
Who's on the TCL device? Oh, it didn't come. Hi, who's on the device TCL? Do we know where Mr. Wilson is?
He's in the hall speaking.
Someone. I checked her. What was his name? I don't know. I can't hear him. Whoever's on Zoom, I can't hear you.
John
Ready,
Kelly.
Mr. Thank you. Ready, Mr. Blackman.
We are ready. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, it's John Kelly, ma'am.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Blackman. And this is file number 23-02937. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagle for the people.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Mr. Blackman.
Okay, let's see. Mr. Blackman had an assault and battery. Looks like pled guilty. We set it for sentencing due to the victim needing to appear. Did the victim appear at all?
The victim's not here, Your Honor, but we have been in contact with the victim. The victim does wish to express that as a result of this incident, he no longer feels comfortable walking downtown Lansing or working there. And it has affected his life in that way. So therefore, the victim is requesting jail time of the court, from the court in this matter. As far as the people are concerned, Your Honor, the sentencing to the discretion.
And my understanding is he's done in the jail up front. That's why I didn't set it for. I didn't refer him to probation. So credit time served. He's all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gabriel Yates, 18-00758. Appearance, please.
Matt Nagle for the people.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Ms. Yates.
Okay, Ms. Yates has a pre-sentence report that was prepared on the 6th of January. Council, you got a copy, correct?
Yes, we did.
Okay, do we need to make updates, corrections, or deletions?
No, Your Honor, I believe it to be factually accurate.
Okay, the report opines that she would be a good candidate for probation with sentencing under HYTA status. Did you want to make a statement at all today, ma'am? I'm not going to adopt the recommendation, place you on a term of probation under HYTA. Are you employed? Where?
Okay, no.
You employed at the time that you met with Mr. Hannah? Were you employed when you met with probation?
Yeah.
Okay. 6 months probation. While on probation, you're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to use, purchase, or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. I'm not gonna order you to participate in any penalties at this time. And that's because of the age of the case. You need to maintain employment with verification to probation, okay? Also in order that you complete your GED program. Provide verification of that. You have any questions?
No, ma'am.
It's a $75 crime victim rights fee plus a $50 state minimum cost that must be assessed. The discretionary fines and costs, however, there's a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for each month of probation. It's $180 for probation plus the $125 in statutory fees. That brings you to $305. You'll make monthly payments on that, okay?
Okay.
$51 a month. Rights of rights as to probation, says you've been placed in a term of probation before 54A District Court, and your terms are individually tailored and specific to address your assessed risks and needs. You have the right to request early discharge from probation once you've completed half of the original term ordered by the court, so long as you've not had any violations within the 90 days prior or preceding that request, okay? So if you're enrolled in your GED program, you've not missed any of your report dates or engaged in any violations, which really is assaultive or threatening behavior, or a firearm situation, and you've maintained your appointment, after 90 days, you can request early discharge. You will use the court's MC 512 form. That's on the court website, or you can just ask your probation officer for a copy of that form. You would have to complete the form. You serve a copy of it on the probation department, and then you also have to serve a copy or send a copy to the prosecutor's office. The prosecutor would have 14 days to respond in writing with any objections to your request for early discharge. Your probation officer could make the request on your behalf as well, okay? If I set it for a hearing, you have the right to hire an attorney to represent you if that's what you like. You do not have the right to court-appointed counsel for any hearing for early discharge, okay? Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
You'll check in with our probation department downstairs before you leave, and then you'll be all set. Good luck to you there. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Joel Martinez is handling the 10 a.m. docket, well, the rest of the morning docket.
It's like, I'm connecting to audio. He said,
I think it's when I opened it under my username.
okay, confused. Mr. Martinez is gonna do the rest, you said?
Yeah.
He's here?
He is here, Your Honor. I'm gonna go grab him real quick. I'll see you at 1:30, however, for the rest of that.
Sounds good. This is Mr. Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 10:30. I'm like, I don't see such file. Oh, ready, Mr. Kelly? Just need Mr.
Yes.
You have a question, Mr. Kelly?
Oh, no, you just said my name. I was trying to, get the mic to work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just waiting for the prosecutor to return to the courtroom.
Okay, thank you. I'll remute it.
I'm done, guys. I'm done. You tell them I'm done. Oh. Okay.
Who's in custody? Who's that in custody? Anthony Goodall. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Goodall, 24-03106, appearance please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joel Martinez, appearing on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
And Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Mr. Goodall.
Mr. Goodall is scheduled for a breaking and entering without owner permission pre-trial today. Was there an offer on this?
Your Honor, the offer is that there is currently a global resolution that's being worked out in circuit court, and this case will be dismissed as part of that global resolution. We're not quite there yet. It's still being all negotiated, but the offer is pursuant to a felony plea on a couple felony files that are pending. Several other files, including this one, would be dismissed.
Okay, so we need, do we know when this next date is for the felony?
I do not know when that next date is, Judge. If we can set this out, if Your Honor would set this out 30 days, I think that'd be sufficient.
February 24th at 8:30. February 24th at 8:30. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Goodall?
No, man.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus John Daniel Kelly, 24-03733, appearance for the record.
Joel Martinez, appearing on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Mr. Kelly.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Kelly has a pretrial today for an assault and battery charge. Was there an offer on this one?
There has not been an offer made, Your Honor. I have attempted to reach the victim in this case. I have been unsuccessful. Therefore, I haven't extended an offer at this time. I would respectfully request that the matter be set for final pretrial.
That would be our request as well.
February 24th at 8 a.m. February 24th, 8 a.m. You must appear in person at the court, okay?
Why ain't there a dismissal?
Excuse me?
Why ain't there a dismissal?
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said?
Not all the way.
Okay. You need to appear in person, February 24th, 8 a.m. for a final pretrial.
Okay. February 24th.
February 24th, 8 a.m. And then your jury trial is going to be scheduled March 31st at 8 a.m. Also in person at the court, okay?
What was the first one?
24th at 8 a.m.
February 24th.
Okay.
Okay, do you have any questions for the court?
You said 8 a.m. Not at this time. And then you said the 31st?
That is correct.
31st. At what time?
8 a.m.
8
8
a.m.?
a.m.? Correct.
Okay.
You stay in contact with your attorney. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Not from the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set for today, Mr. Kelly.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Russell, we have the people of the state of Michigan versus William Russell, 24-01854 and 53. Council appearance, please.
Good morning, Joel Martinez appearing on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Russell, who joins us via Zoom.
Okay, these matters were reset. They're the unlicensed dog matters. I think that he was saving for a license.
That's right.
Okay, do you have an update?
I do, Your Honor. Yes, he is still saving money. He has worked his way up to $125 now. He believes he needs at least $75 more to fully license involved here. So we'd be requesting an additional adjournment to allow him to do that. He thinks another 30 days would get him over that last bit.
Mr. Russell, were you talking to us?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, nothing. I thought she said something wrong. That was my bad. Never mind.
Okay.
She's good. We're good. Sorry.
February 24th at 10 a.m.
February 24th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Any additional matters for the record today?
Nothing from the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set, Mr. Russell.
All right, thank you. See you tomorrow.
The young lady just peeked in here, but I don't know where she went.
That is Miss Kenny, who's pro per judge, I believe.
Dog license.
Yes, so I'm gonna go speak to her.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Marquise Washington, 24-03116, apply appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joel Martinez appearing on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, on behalf of Mr. Washington, who is joining us via Zoom. And Your Honor, may I approach with the plea sheet and a report for a no contents plea?
Yes.
And the relevant portions of the report have been highlighted for you, since there's a lot of paperwork there.
Okay, this was the matter that I believe was originally a felony matter. The felony matters were dismissed, and we now have a remaining count for lying to a peace officer and operating while intoxicated. What is the offer?
There's the remaining count as well, Judge, of failure to stop at the scene of a personal injury accident, count 6.
Oh. Okay, so the offer was going to plead no contest due to civil liability to count 6.
Yes.
Also an added count 9 of impaired driving with the dismissal of the remaining 2 counts.
Okay, failed to stop at property damage accident and add count 9 operating impaired, and dismiss count 7 and 8 and restitution to be determined. Is that accurate?
Yes, except, and it's just semantics, but it's failed to stop at a personal injury accident, not property damage.
Oh, okay. Failed to stop at a personal injury accident.
Yes.
That is also my
That's
understanding.
probably my handwriting that caused that issue, Judge. I'm
No,
sorry.
I just read it too quickly. It definitely says PI on there. Let's see, and count 6 reads specifically failure to stop at scene of a personal injury accident. And so, Mr. Washington, you understand the charges there and you wish to accept the offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you understand, sir, that you have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial? You have the right to require the prosecutor prove each element of the charges being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. And so you would have to give up your right to the presumption of innocence in order to move forward with this no contest plea. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You also have the right to cross-examine or question any other witnesses that they intend to call against you, or you can waive your right and remain silent at trial. Or you can testify at your own trial if you like, or you can have witnesses subpoenaed to testify on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Want to give up all those rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody threatening you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Any promises being made to you in exchange for you entering a no contest plea?
No, ma'am.
You understand that these charges that you're seeking to have a no contest plea entered come with a maximum penalty of the failure to stop at a personal injury accident is a maximum penalty 1 year and or $1,000 in fines. And then the count 9 of operating impaired is a 93-day misdemeanor and or $300 in fines. You understand that?
Ma'am.
Okay. As to the count 6 and added count 9, how do you plead?
Your Honor, if I apologize in here, this is gonna be a no contest plea.
That's what I said.
I understand, but I don't know that he has to then plead.
He could plead no contest. He could say not guilty at this point, actually.
Understood, Your Honor.
As to the count 6 and count 9, how are you pleading, sir?
I'm confused on what just like what?
I'm sorry?
So this is where she's asking you, are you pleading not guilty, guilty, or no contest?
What was your question, sir?
That was it. Like what? So like, I guess guilty. Yeah, I'm guilty.
Or no, you mean no, are you pleading guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest. My bad.
Thank you. Okay.
My bad. I just got my kids right here too. So kind of like,
I can see that you're a bit distracted.
yeah, my kids. Two kids right.
I have no problem setting this for him to come in person if he's distracted.
Mr. Washington, is there any way you can get some quiet privacy here? Because you're quite a long ways away if you have to come in person. Thank you.
All right, yeah.
There's two separate reports, or is this the same?
So the first report, it's part of a very, very long file. I pulled out the narratives and reports that are appropriate to it. The first longer one is going to be the information necessary for the fail to stop and identify a personal injury accident.
Oh,
The second shorter one is relevant information for the impaired driving.
thank you. Mr. Washington, just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I have police report here, case number 245190993 date of event 10/12/2024, 3:45 a.m. Officers were dispatched to the intersection of South Cedar Street and Jolly for a personal injury accident. Dispatch advised the caller stated two vehicle accident with injuries. Another caller stated a vehicle went into the parking lot and someone fled the vehicle. Washington 2 was later, is a person identified as Washington 2 was later located at 201 West Jolly Road. After further investigation, Washington 2 was arrested for operating under the influence of liquor causing serious injury, CCW, and hit and run. Washington 2 was transported to Lansing Police Detention Center without incident. Police report case number 24519099937. And this was a report by an officer, Malik Ethan. Also on the date of October 12, 2024, approximately 1:21, officers made contact with an individual identified as Marquise Washington. They could smell the odor of intoxicants emitting from his person. Officer stated he observed Washington to have glossy and bloodshot. It says idea, have slurred and delayed speech, and his balance was very off swaying while he stood. Any additional factual basis?
I don't have anything to add, Judge.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis as to both counts and find the reason for the no contest plea to be appropriate, and an entry of guilty by way of no contest plea will be added as to count 6 and the added count 9. And this matter will be scheduled for sentencing. Let's see here. Sentencing will be March 3rd at 9 a.m. You need to report to our probation department in person within the next 48 hours.
Your Honor, if I may. Mr. Washington is a permanent resident of Florida. Would the court allow him to call the probation department to schedule that pre-sentence interview?
Oh, I think this was the one I released him so he can go back to Florida. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. He was up in Michigan temporarily. He lived in Florida before then and continues to live in Florida.
Okay, so you need to call our probation officers within 48 hours so they can get you set up for a pre-sentence interview, okay? It didn't pick up your voice for some reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the pre-sentence interview will also consist of some paperwork, and then I do need you to undergo a substance abuse assessment and probation will work with you to get that taken care of in Florida, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you can appear for your sentencing via Zoom. Any additional matters for today's record or any questions?
No, ma'am.
Nothing from the people. I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if you were addressing the defendant or not.
The questions was for him.
Okay.
Your Honor, would you just mind repeating the sentencing date?
It's March 3rd, 9 a.m.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set. Record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan. This is Keith Wimberly. Keith Wimberly Jr. Okay, 24-03424. Council appearance.
Good morning, Joel Martinez, appearing on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Wimberly, who is standing to my right, and may I approach the Vice President, please?
Yes. Okay, Mr. Wimberly, let's see, there's a retail fraud second, and the offer is for you to plead guilty as charged. There's no restitution and a sentencing agreement for no upfront jail. Is that correct?
That's a complete and accurate statement, Your Honor, yes.
That is also my understanding, Your Honor.
Okay, and that's how you want to proceed, Mr. Wimberly?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, and so I just handed back this paper because I think you signed it. Did you get a copy?
Yes.
You read these rights?
Yes.
You understand the rights here?
Yes.
You're willing to give these rights up today?
Yes.
So that means you're gonna give up your right to be presumed innocent. So that means that you're innocent as you stand there today until they can prove you guilty. And they have to do that by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to proceed to trial and require them to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. You can remain silent at your trial and not have silence be used against you, or you can waive silence and testify. You have the right to cross-examine or question any other witnesses at trial that they call to testify against you. You have the right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf. Do you have any questions about those rights? Anyone threatening you to give these rights up?
No.
Any promises being made to you if you plead guilty to the charge?
No.
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
No.
You understand that by pleading guilty, it could result in a conviction that you may need to report to a future employer.
Yeah.
It also could have impact on where you can travel or get immigration outside of the country. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, as to a retail fraud in the second degree, how do you plead? On a factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wimberly, on or about June 4th of 2024, were you at the Meyer located at 6200 South Pennsylvania?
Yes.
And is that a store open to business for the public?
Yes.
And on that date, were you in that store?
Yes.
Did you take some property that was for sale?
Yes.
Was that property valued in total at over $200, but under $1,000?
Yes.
And you took that without paying for it?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any questions from the prosecution?
I'm satisfied with the factual basis, Your Honor. Thank you.
Or is also satisfied with the factual basis, I'll accept your plea. I find it to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Your matter is set for sentencing March 3rd, 9 o'clock in the morning. When you leave here, you're gonna go downstairs, one floor to meet with probation. So that they can do a pre-sentence investigation, okay? Do you have any questions for the court?
No.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing further. Thank you.
You're all set. Thank you. And Miller did not appear.
I don't think so, Judge. I've been in the hallway multiple times. And no one's answered. I don't actually think anyone's out there.
I'm sure, make sure.
Thank you. And you will have Mr. Nagel back for the afternoon.
He let me know. Thank
Okay.
you.
No problem.